mind.
Can you repeat that?
I can promise
Can you start from the beginning and repeat that?
So what happens is we have two tabulators. One of the tabulators is not working, okay? The other tabulator is taking about 75% successful. So 25% of them are being misread, and it could be a printer issue, or it could be the tabulator itself. So when it's misread, you have an option to put it into what's called box 3, and it gets read, whether it goes downtown and gets read manually, or whether it gets refed into our tabulator.
You don't want to adjudicate.
They get read,
No.
okay? So no one's trying to deceive anybody.
Of course not. Not on election day. That would never happen, right? No, that would never happen.
So choices are, you guys. Sure.
If I get up there and that happens to my ballot, can I take my ballot with me and go somewhere else?
You do not leave the premises with the ballot. Sorry, and there's not like you can go
Because
to
I don't trust to go in a box. The box may never make
No,
it down there.
no way.
All the time.
The choice is,
I'll come back.
the choice is to wait until.
I love you too. We just came from the border today. We were in Cochise County, and boy, they have it tough down there. The border is so complex here in Arizona. You can't just compare us to any other border. We've got the Yuma sector, we have the Tucson sector, we have what's happening on the Indian reservations. We have a situation where the what they're called gotaways are coming across. We've got 5 million people or more, I believe, who've come across since Joe Biden took office. Can you believe in the first 10 minutes of his administration, his priority was to strip away an incredible border policy that President Trump had put in place? In the first 10 minutes. I mean, you'd think you'd want to settle into the White House. No, he said, we've got to make that border wide open and let everybody come across. And he did that in 10 minutes' time. We've had more than 5 million people. We've had fentanyl pour across at levels that would just blow your mind. We've finished the wall. That's right, we're going to. I was actually down there today, and there's about a block, maybe a half a mile of fencing and the materials that are for the wall. Guess who paid for those? We did. Guess who's going to take them back and use them? We are. And we're going to do that right away. Wendy and the legislature is going to help us redefine that as abandoned federal property. We're taking it back. We're going to finish President Trump's wall. Yes, we are.
On other polling. Real quickly, I want to talk to you a little bit more about the border, because and I'm not going to ask you to talk about your opponent and what she thinks about it, because she should be making that case for herself. But I mean,
that's right.
I live not far from where you're about to go have your next event. You're going to the Social Tap, right, in Old Town? In Scottsdale?
I believe that's where it is. Yeah, we have several events today.
So part of the year, my husband's in Arizona, in full disclosure, and so we're there. And people are talking about this. I mean, it's the border situation in Arizona in particular is different than Texas. It is mainly about fentanyl. And then that fentanyl goes all over the country. You have to have a handle on the border. And if people have an idea of what that looks like, that's why you needed a debate. I know kind of, but I want the viewers to hear it directly from you. I know kind of what you stand for. Katie Hobbs has a few days to make that point as well.
Well, I'll tell you what I stand for. Taking back control of our southern border from the narco-terrorists who are hell-bent on poisoning us with fentanyl. And I'm going to tell you, Harris, I didn't know you were a resident here, and I'm happy to hear that, or part-time resident. The hardest thing in the last 500-plus days on the campaign trail has been having moms and dads come up to me and tell me that they lost a 19-year-old son or a 17-year-old daughter or a 20-year-old daughter because they took one pill and they didn't realize it was laced with fentanyl that came over across the border from the Mexican cartels. And they'll never get their child back. We don't have the option to have a weak leader in Arizona. We need somebody who's ready to secure that border, take on the cartels, and protect our future and our children. I don't want to have to face another mom or dad who's lost a child. That child never comes back. And it's appalling that we haven't had strong leadership to protect our citizens. That's going to end in January 23 when I'm sworn into office.
Kari Lake, Republican candidate for Arizona governor, where they are only a 1 percentage point apart right now. That's within the margin of error, and it has gone back and forth. A
This was censored. Hu Jintao's name has been scrubbed, not completely, but it has been scrubbed from social media. People in China, of course, know about it. And in fact, when you take away information, you really help propagate rumors. The message to the Chinese people, a message to foreigners is now's the excellent time to leave China. We got to remember Xi Jinping, by spreading COVID-19, by backing the fentanyl gangs, is killing Americans in America. So imagine what he'll do to Americans in China. This is one of the world's most dangerous figures, Rachel, and people have got to be concerned. They need to get as far away as possible and get ready for the dangerous storm, which is the word Xi Jinping used at the opening ceremony. We have to worry about the dangerous storm that is coming.
The dangerous storm that is coming, and we have an election.
Ballot with me and go somewhere else.
Do not leave these premises with a ballot. Sorry, and it's not like you
Because I don't trust you going to box. The box may never make
No,
it down there.
no
That
way.
happens all the time.
The choice is-
I'll come back.
The choice is to wait until